Welcome back to Your Own University TV. My name is Lisha Antica, and today we're going to talk about what sets you apart from everybody else in the world. And the number one place that I really started to learn how different and yet how beautifully the same we are as human beings is in the yoga room. And I started training yoga teachers in 2007. So I wanted to take this time to just share with you a bit about the Your Own University. Yoga teacher training called Twist Yoga, and how we teach it to everybody around the world and how flippin' cool it is. And I don't want to be the one to share with you, but I want one of my brand new 500-hour RYTs that went through the entire program and is one of just an incredible teacher herself to share about her experience and where she's working. So I am here with Catherine, who is a 500-hour yoga teacher, and she graduated both from our 200-hour and our 500-hour yoga teacher training at Twist Yoga. And a lot of people have questions about it, so I thought who better to answer the questions about a yoga training that is mainly online, that is at your own pace, that is very personalized and driven, and what she came out of it looking like, and she's said yes to being interviewed about it. So come on forward, okay? So first let's talk about the 200-hour training and what you expected and what you got and what you thought about the online portion.
Well, I chose online because I work almost full time, and that I was worried about going to a classroom setting 2-3 days a week, all day Saturdays, that it just wasn't gonna work for my family. So I figured, well, I'll just try the online, but the benefit to this one is that it was such a small group. It was one-on-one, so then we got to schedule around our workday schedules to meet with you. But when we were in the training sessions, it was like if we knew some information that we were pretty solid on, but we were weaker on other areas, we got to spend extra time there. I liked that. I liked that we had so much attention between, there was just, a couple of us in the 200-hour, that we got so much attention from you that it wasn't shared with 20 other people. That was huge. So I felt a little that we got spoiled. And I felt coming out of the 200-hour with the hot yoga and the breeze, the vinyasa, that I felt really confident teaching it. And now going in and teaching a hot yoga class, I get compliments all the time from my students like, wow, yours just flows so well. And it's so much different than some of the other teachers. And I feel like it is the authentic hot yoga, that it is very true. Any person can come in. I know what adjustment to do. I know who to adjust, who not to adjust. Like, I'm completely confident in teaching that. I didn't expect that out of the 200-hour, and I got that. So I'm really happy with it. I'm glad. And I thought I was only going to do the 200-hour. Yeah. That's all I intended on doing until you said, I said that there's some things with like anxiety, depression. Sometimes I'm not really confident on how to help people. And you said, well, when you do continue on to the 500-hour, you are completely confident in teaching any type of yoga. I wasn't expecting that. And so that's why I decided to continue on.
Excellent. So she just graduated from the 500-hour, which is actually really big, because the 500-hour isn't online. Like, you'll get some of your materials from our online back office, but we really work together to do that, and we really structured it around where she wanted to focus with her clients, like what was actually happening with the people in your personal practice and what they were coming up against and where she wanted to focus as far as therapeutic yoga. And I designed the program originally, if you don't know, to really work with people around trauma and help them to come back into their own, dealing with that depression, the anxiety. And the 500-hour is really focused on allowing the teachers to come out knowing how to put together a structured private class or group class with a theme of healing in mind. Can we talk a little bit about the 500-hour training, what you got out of it, and what you expected, and how you're using it now, and maybe even where you're teaching and stuff?
So the 500-hour, again, I liked the one-on-one. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I would have got as much out of it if I was in a classroom setting, because I could turn to you and say, I have these specific clients. What do I do for them? Same with like propping clients in like a restorative style. Like, I just feel like every scenario that I could come up with, you had a fix for, or you knew how to help me with. As far as therapeutic, I was not expecting to enjoy designing so much of some of the flows or the classes, whether it was a structural setting up a class or the emotional. And I felt when it came to the meditative and like the chakras, energy, anatomy, I was really weak. And I felt like I got to spend a lot of time in that area where I was weak at, whereas maybe some of the more advanced yoga poses I was pretty good at. I already knew how to do lots of arm balances. But when it came to energy anatomy, I was weak. When it came to learning about the lifestyle of yoga, or yoga as a wellness, holistically as a whole, I felt the 500-hour pulled it all together.
Nice. And
I am comfortable walking into a class, and if the class is focused on post-traumatic stress disorder, I know how to put that class together and feel completely confident. Meditative, the mantras, everything. Like, I feel like I'm very confident at doing that. Wasn't expecting it again.
Yeah.
And so now I like the more therapeutic yoga. I just think that's really where yoga is. That's the history of what yoga was. And using when a client comes to me and says, oh, I have, high blood pressure, I have insomnia, I have anxiety, I'm like, oh, I know exactly restorative, how to flow everything together, alignment. I feel confident with that. I'm really happy. But again, there's perks to having a big class, but for me and my schedule, I am so happy that I did it with you, just a small group, because I got so much more attention.
Yeah.
And
so you also went through, we go through, in the 500-hour, we go through the complete Divine in 9 series, which is a part of my therapeutic yoga series. It is part of my post-traumatic stress, like Build Yourself Up series. Is part of my psychology and coaching training for people. It's like the physical part, the yoga part of the Amazing You program. So what did you think about having to come to those classes and do them live? Because at this point, I can only teach the 300-hour upgrade or the 500-hour here in Alaska.
Those, I was very nervous for those classes, because you are being very vulnerable yourself. You're finding out your weaknesses, but in the same breath, you were able to coach us through that and help us. I didn't think that coming out of the 500-hour that I would be attracted really to teach that style of yoga. Now I am. I'm like, oh, like now when you start looking at people dealing, like I was talking about with veterans and PTSD, I'm like, oh, I know how to help you. Like I know what we can do to help you. So that actually, now I look back, I'm like, oh, that was the funnest part.
So who would you recommend twist yoga training to, either the 200 or 500-hour?
If you are looking to go more in depth, and you like a more holistic and wellness background using yoga, definitely, like 100% do it. If you are interested in maybe learning the alignment, maybe learning about like your hormones and your nervous system, how to calm things down, I really learned a lot of that in the 200-hour. And as far as like connecting your breath to your movement and how to basically kind of get out of your head, I learned a lot of that in the 200, but like I said, the 300, that just expanded and brought it all together. So I like the more wellness aspect, and I think a lot in the fitness industry or health overall, a lot of people are going more holistic. They are going to more of a wellness realm, and yoga kind of ties it all together because you can use it with everything.
Yeah.
So.
And you are. So where are you teaching now?
I'm teaching at a couple places, Denali Fitness and Yoga Om, but I am also currently doing my own studio. So I'm gonna open up my own yoga therapy studio. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
Well, you're a great
yoga, and you do tons of fitness and other bar and stuff like that too. So continuing education is always awesome. So all right, so if you are interested in either the 200-hour, which is mainly online, people take it from all over the world. It's also, everything is aligned with Yoga Alliance. It is twistyoga.com. If you're interested in a 300-hour upgrade, meaning you already have your 200-hour and you want to upgrade to a 500-hour RYT, then reach out to me, just message me, and I'll tell you more about that program, as well as if you want to do the whole 500-hour, we can talk about that option as well. Anyway, thank you.
What do you think? Pretty amazing. I cannot wait to see how much great stuff that she does in the world. Now, if you are interested in becoming a 200 or a 500-hour teacher, like I said in the video, check us out at twistyoga.com. You can register for the 200-hour right there and get in touch with me about the 500-hour training. Thank you so much for being a part of Your Own University. We love you being a part of our community, and thank you for sharing this video with people that you hear want to take a yoga teacher training.